how do you think BRICS and this newly introduced currency and this right now economic alliance that could turn into a military alliance could impact kind of the US's stronghold and from an economic and military standpoint, and also as a global reserve currency?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I'm not sure it's going to be gold backed. To be honest with you, because I don't think that any of those governments want to give up their ability to print fiat. It's a global problem. Every single country is abusing the printer and extracting value from their citizenry. So if you attach gold to a BRICS currency, that's those countries agreeing to give up the power of being able to extract value from their citizens. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not really sure that they're going to do that. And then if they do that, I'm not really sure they thought it through that much. And I have to be, I say that with the utmost respect for the people who are thinking what's best for their people, right? Because each president, each country should be thinking about what's best for their people. Does it make sense for us to build stuff and sell it to the Americans for dollars when they are printing that money at an aggressive rate? So, you wouldn't be doing your job if you weren't asking that question. But then if you were asking those questions and you were coming from that perspective, why wouldn't you be asking about Bitcoin? Well, and maybe they are. Maybe this gold thing is, I mean, I like to say it like this. The financial realm is the place where World War III started. So World War III has already begun and it's in the financial realm. So
Mm-hmm.
it would not be smart. Only the Americans leave their enemy with billions of dollars of equipment. Only the
Yeah.
Americans announce their strategic reserve before they can implement it, right? They're coming from the art of war. So maybe this is a misdirection that they're saying, hey, gold, 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 gold. And they have a lot of gold and gold's going to continue to do well. But you really have to think, why haven't they mentioned Bitcoin? So it's either number one, it's a strategic position because it doesn't make sense to reveal that you're building that Bitcoin position because of game theory. Everybody else, it's going to accelerate everybody else going after what has a very limited supply, and you're going to end up with less than you could have. So I think that's playing a factor. Um, but I'd be really interested to see like why they think, why would China always trust India or India always trust Russia? Or any of the African countries trust either of them, especially after China coming in and writing a whole bunch of debt notes and then ceasing the land and owning the land over there. So it's a trust problem, right? The problem is the trust. You
Mm-hmm.
hear Peter Schiff, a
Yes.
great economist, but now you hear him talking about, oh, well, we could put gold on the blockchain. No, because you still have to store it in the vault. So you still have to trust a centralized party. Bitcoin
Yes.
removes it's trustless. It means that you don't even have to think about trust. And that's the real value here, that you can settle with other countries without the trust factor. And that's what Bitcoin brings to the table on the sovereign level. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
value proposition at the sovereign level. So it's just weird. It's almost like it's strategy and they're doing it on purpose, or when they finally reveal it, they're gonna be talking about Bitcoin. And then all those charts we see of how much countries own Bitcoin are going to be updated because it was just wrong the whole time because they strategically kept their mouths shut. But and also long run, we still have what 6 or 7% of the supply to be mined. So we might not be hearing these things for a really long time. And the fact that this announcement is coming sooner rather than later, maybe it is gold, and maybe it is one of the
Mm-hmm.
biggest bluff. I mean, this could be one of the biggest blunders in the world because BRICS actually had a chance to take us down, but they went with gold instead of with Bitcoin. And to be honest, I think the rule of law from the United States, as bad as it is here, as bad as the legal lawfare has become, we still have the Constitution. And
Mm-hmm.
no other country in the world has the Constitution. No other country in the world has the law of the land protecting your God-given rights. So I
Yes.
don't want to see the United States lose. I love that tweet you sent about Bitcoin and the dollar working together. I love what Trump said when he said, I'm going to use stable coins to expand the dominance of the dollar. Financial war is now being fought. And that is the beginning of World War III. And look at who's leading. I don't even know who's leading us right now. We're fighting a war,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even know who's leading us. It's of the utmost concern that BRICS is getting organized. We need to get organized as well. And I think People's Reserve and Bitcoin bonds is going to play a big role in that.